All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this presentation, take a look at our company. So we'll go ahead and get started. I am your host today. My name is Kevin Murphy. I am the founder and president of Umbrella Financial and Umbrella International. And today we want to share with you our vision, our mission, a unique opportunity, a way for individuals like yourself to earn money and get started in the financial services business in a way that we think you'll like. And so I hope you'll be impressed. And so a little bit about UIG, Umbrella International Group. We are headquartered in San Juan, Puerto Rico, beautiful San Juan. But we do have a primary office here in Arlington, Texas. We have about 40 employees in that office that are solely devoted to helping our business partners be successful and support them in every way that's necessary and possible. So I want to start with talking to you guys about Robert Kiyosaki. Hopefully there's people on the call that are familiar with the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, as well as his cash flow quadrant. So exactly what is that cash flow quadrant? And so what Robert said is that there's 4 ways for individuals to earn money. And so let's look at those 4 ways. Now, let's start on the left-hand side. The first way is as an employee. We all know what that is. As an employee, it is your income is based on your position and not based on you as a person, right? You have a job. But again, with that job, what are you doing? You are trading your time for money. The second is self-employed. You own a job, basically. Think about a dentist, a doctor, hairstylist, real estate agent, salesperson. You own a job, but again, what about that? You're trading your time for money. And so if you look at the similarities of the left-hand side of that quadrant, what do both of those have in common, the employee and the self-employed? What they have in common is that they both require you to go to work to get paid. They both require you to trade your time for money. Now, let's take a look at comparatively the right side of the quadrant. So the first thing is a business, right? As a business owner, you own a system and people work that system for you. And so when you think about a business, sometime I like to, use the example or, ask the question and kind of explain it in, a way that makes sense to me. And let me see if I can, explain it to you guys in terms of how I look at it. So when I think about a business, what I think about from a business standpoint, I think about it like this. I own a business. That business is making me money. And it's making me money because I've taught and trained the employees to operate the business for me. So one of the questions that I generally like to ask, the crowd whenever I'm giving these presentations and I'm talking, about a business, I like to ask individuals to think in this way. If the business is being operated by employees and they're running the business for the business owner and it runs without the business owner, what can the business owner be doing? Think about that for a second. Well, the answer that I get is probably what you're thinking. I get the same answer all the time. He can be doing anything he wants, and that's exactly right. They can do everything they want or anything that they want, right? Whether it's traveling, picking up their kids, playing golf, they have the freedom to make those choices because they have a business that's paying them while they're not there. So the fourth way that he mentioned was an investor. Now, we all aspire to be at this stage in our lives, right? That's the ultimate dream. You have assets like stocks, bonds, cash, real estate. Basically, you've created an asset, and that asset generates income whether you're working or not. Like residual income, right? Which is income that is coming to you whether you're working or not. Again, so if I had to go back and I had to recap the distinction and the similarities or differences between the left-hand side, where employee, self-employed, you're doing what? You're trading your time for money, right? Or the right-hand side of the quadrant, again, where you have money coming in whether you're working or not, i.e. residual income. Again, it's running, it's making whether you're running or not, whether you're working or not, excuse me. So I asked you, if you had a choice today, which of the two options, the left hand or the right hand side, appeals most to you? Give you a second to think about it. And then after you answer that, and write that down for yourself, answer me this: where do you think most people are today? Well, if you're thinking like I'm thinking and you talk to people like I talk to people, most people today are on the left-hand side, right? They're still trading their time for money. And why do you think that is? Why do you think, if most people responded like you to the first question, they'd like to be on the right-hand side, but where they really are on the left-hand side, why do you think that is? Why do you think that so many people on the left-hand side, what is stopping them from making the transition to the right-hand side? Well, what we found is that there is 5 legitimate reasons that stop people from going into business for themselves. And these 5 reasons have been consistent. We've been in business for over 10 years, and it's the same 5 reasons that that we see. And let's see if you agree with me or not. But number 1 is people feel they don't have the capital to start a business. Number 2, I don't have the time. Number 3, I lack the knowledge or expertise to start my own business. And then 4, it's too much risk involved. I know business can be risky. A lot of businesses don't make it, they fail. And then last but certainly not least, it's the fear of failure. No one wants to fail. No one wants to, not be successful. So that fear of just, I could potentially fail at this, we found are, all together, all 5 of these are very legitimate reasons why people just don't move forward with, starting their own business and really trying to make that transition to the other side of the quadrant. So what can we do about it? So in Umbrella, what we've done about it is simple. All right. So what we've done is we've removed the barriers to entry, and we've simplified a way for individuals, regardless of their background, their finances, their experience, to get involved and start their own financial services business and be in business for themselves, but not by themselves. And so how do we do it? Well, one of the first hurdles that we have to overcome, one of the first things that I see when I talk to people around the country, one of the first things that they hit me with is, I don't have the money. I don't have the capital to start a business, right? Well, we've overcome that, right? The issue of not having the money to start a business, with Umbrella, there is no big investment to get started in our business, right? To get started is as simple as a one-time enrollment fee of $149, and then there is a $29 fee, monthly recurring fee, that gives you your premier business support system. That is all your tools, that is all your marketing, that is your back office, that is everything that you need to operate the business at its most optimal level. Everything that you need, you get for that monthly recurring fee of $29. So let's take a deeper dive though. Let's go deeper dive into and see exactly what else you get. So what I tell people is for that $149, what else do you get? Well, for the $149, you're getting, more than just the enrollment. What you're also getting is your financial coaching certification and your tax law preparation certification. Now, the importance and what's important to understand about this is that whether you're doing business with Umbrella or not, whether you decide to continue to do business with us or not, you're going to have 2 certifications that will give you a lifetime of earning potential. Very valuable certifications that you're going to have, that you're going to walk away with, and that you will have at your disposal. Okay. Now, what do you get for the $29 a month? Well, you get a complete business system. I mean, everything that you need, your technology, your marketing, leadership, training, everything that you need to operate a business, a technology business, a business where you need to be able to share and reach people where they are. You're going to get access to all those tools in one place with our complete business platform. Now, I tell people all the time that $25 a month is a monthly commitment, all right? But if you stop working with us, you can stop paying the $25 a month. You can work with us and not pay the $29 a month. But if you don't pay the $29 a month, continue to work with us, you just won't have the tools. And that's fine. That's up to you. But what I can tell you is that, these tools are amazing. I mean, it's going to be everything that you need to operate your business in the most optimal way that you possibly can. So again, for that investment, the issue, the hurdle of starting your business and it being too much of an investment, we've taken that out of the way. Certifications plus technology, $149 one-time enrollment, and then a $29 monthly recurring fee gets you started and gets you access to everything you need to operate a financial services business. Looking at the other barriers, we removed those too. We really tried to simplify a way to really make people feel comfortable and overcome these barriers. So when it comes to time, I don't have the time. Well, you can operate this business in your part-time. You can operate it whenever you want, from wherever you want, right? The lack of knowledge. We have been in this industry and we've been in business for over 10 years. We know what we're doing. This is not our first rodeo. We've successfully helped people just like you start and operate a financial service business. So we know how to train individuals to be successful at this. So knowledge is not an issue. Lean on us. Too much risk. There's no overhead. There's no in terms of equipment or products to buy. And then immediately, once you get those certifications, you immediately raise your value in the marketplace. And so when you think about the risk of that, I mean, you've eliminated that risk and you've gotten rid of it just based on immediately, your value that you've increased yourself. And so, and then the fear of failure. Okay. Again, from a failure standpoint, there's no risk to your current career. And here's what's great. We're not asking you to quit your job. We're saying give this a try. We know starting anything can be a little scary, but the great thing is that we are here to support you. You have a support team, you have leadership, you have everything you need right by your side. Remember, we're in this with you. We don't make money if you don't make money. And so we support you. We're here to help you and here to help you grow. And so, and when you succeed, we all succeed. And so we've figured out a way, again, with our business model to uniquely overcome these barriers that generally stop people from moving forward. So I ask you this, and I ask everyone this, if you agreed that what we do has real value, would you be open to it? Would you be interested in pursuing it wholeheartedly? If your answer is yes, I'd like for you to continue on the call with us. If no, if you think what we do has no value, we appreciate you joining the call. But for everyone that can see value in this, I want to share a little bit more about Umbrella with you. So again, we've been in business since 2009. We've been able to successfully amass more than 500,000 customers that we've helped, and over 3,000 business owners, business partners that we've been very successful at engaging business in and growing. And of course, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Now, we've done all of this, and we've grown with no national advertising. And we are word of mouth business. We're a warm market company. We're friends telling friends, business partners telling other business partners, clients telling clients, and that's how we grow. We've partnered with some successful partnerships and companies that you see to the right here. Now they advertise, but we are strictly a warm market business. You know, our business comes from the success of our customers. We have transitioned our business from focusing on financial services to really focusing on financial health, and we'll talk about that. And what that means is orienting our business around the success of our customers. Our business does well because our customers are doing well, and that's our focus. And again, we'll delve into that in a short second here. But again, we've done all of this with no advertising. Our concept is very simple. You know, we're going to teach you how to teach others, and those friends are going to tell others, and others are going to tell others, and we're going to continue to grow with no advertising. One of the other reasons is because of the type of services that we offer. The services that we offer, they really are services that address every element of individuals' financial life. What we found is that the financial services industry has become so unbundled. There are services here and there and everywhere that all are trying to address, you know, one issue, and that's improving someone's financial health. And so what we've done is we've created a complete system that gives our clients access to all and everything that they need to manage the financial aspects of their life. And that's why our mission is simple, right? It's to positively impact as many lives as possible by providing a clear path to financial stability, wealth, and prosperity. And so think about that for a moment, right? As I do so often. When I think about the number of people that need to earn more money, you know, how many people do you know that are financially stressed, that financial stress leading to other physical health issues? You know, people that are living with an unmanageable amount of debt, that are living paycheck to paycheck. You know, how many people do you know that would someday welcome the opportunity to earn enough money where they can just get a little breathing room, where they can get an emergency fund, where they don't have to go into debt when something happens, or they can make the ideal or the possibility of retirement a reality? How many people do you know that would need that would welcome that, right? In my mind, anybody and everyone over the age of 18 would need that. They can use our services. We know that. You know, they say in business, find a need and fill a need. So not only are we a warm market company, we're a company where you can pretty much talk to anyone and they will need, you know, one or several of our services. So all we need to do is be good enough to teach you how to communicate it. And that's what we believe. We know that there's a dramatic need for what we do, right? Why are so many people financially challenged? Why are there so many people that have these financial challenges? Well, you know, we looked at, you know, why that is. And most people today, number one, they don't have good financial behaviors. Financial behaviors are a key component to someone being financially healthy and making good financial decisions. Financial education. They need to understand and know why and how, and interest rates. They need to understand how their credit affects them. They don't have access to affordable financial services. They don't have a financial game plan. No plan at all is definitely a plan for failure. And then they don't have access to a financial coach. And because of that, here's what we see, right? Nearly 50 million people in this country are working hard every day to make ends meet. Right? They're doing everything right to provide for their children. Many of them hold 2 or 3 jobs. They're paying their taxes, but yet they're barely making ends meet, let alone making a better, future for themselves or their kids. When you have 78% of full-time workers that are living paycheck to paycheck, more than half of Americans that have less than $1,000 in savings, or 47% of Americans that are spending more or equal to their income, 36% of Americans that are unable to pay their bills on time, or 1 in 5 that pay more than what they should for basic financial services, or how 30% of Americans say that they have more debt that is manageable. And of course, as I mentioned, when over half of Americans are financially unhealthy because they're struggling with their day-to-day, the most basic financial needs in areas of their life they're struggling with, something is wrong. The system is broken. There has to be a better solution. But when you think about it, what company is out there that is focusing their needs on helping people with negative assets, negative debt, negative credit, people that are making good money, but they have no idea where it's coming or going, but they need help? What company is out there focusing on that? This is why we feel that it is a perfect time and a huge opportunity for us, right? The fact is that people from every income level benefit from financial advice. But only the high income or high wealth individuals, they're the only ones that can easily access this financial advisory service. But your everyday working individuals, your low to moderate income families, they generally cannot afford a financial planner or wealth manager. They don't need one, right? And what that does is that is leading to a gap in financial knowledge, capability, and confidence. And we aim to fill that gap. But how do we do it? Our solution to doing that, and that's first understanding the issues and what a person is experiencing in their financial life. And we start that by getting a financial health score. A financial health score is very unique solution, something that we have just adopted from a methodology standpoint. And it really focuses on helping people turn their good intentions into actions. All right? It's designed to help diagnose and track financial health of an individual's life. It's very simple, straightforward, and it's an easy to use tool that helps you understand and help our clients understand, how to lead a financially healthy life. And more importantly, it takes a look and helping them really see, where they can spend wisely, where they can build savings, they can borrow more responsibly, and really develop a plan for the future. Now, one of the great things that I loved about us developing and deploying this tool is because when I first used it, it made me look a lot smarter and knowledgeable than I really was. But the score that you get from this is composite score, and it's meant to be a starting point, a proof point that financial health can be measured and ultimately improved. And it's an amazing tool. You'll love it. It evaluates, all the aspects. There's about 8 components that it evaluates to generate a score. But what it will really do for you and your business is it's going to elevate you in the market space. It's going to give you major value. And it's something that we don't charge for. We don't charge a fee. It's complimentary service, and it provides our clients with a holistic moment in time snapshot of an individual's financial health. So here's what we found. Working alongside our partners and CFSI and other organizations, we found that consumers fall into one of three financial health tiers. All right. As you can see, there is only about 28% of Americans that are considered financially healthy, which means that these individuals are spending, saving, borrowing, and planning in a way that will allow them to be resilient and pursue opportunities over time. We all remember the government shutdown, right? We remember those images. We remember seeing individuals that we thought had sound, secure jobs that should have been okay, that could not miss a paycheck, that experienced financial shock after one or even two paychecks. So when you look at where most of America is, when you look at this area, this is our area of opportunity. This is our area to be able to make an impact on the lives of individuals that need our help. There is not a business model for these individuals. There is only a business model for these individuals. These individuals normally slip through the cracks. They're not providing any service. No one, wants to help these individuals. And that's where we are stepping in, and we're closing that gap, and we're helping them improve their financial health. Now, I mentioned earlier, from you taking that, providing that financial, health checkup and to a client, and you're getting their financial health score. From that financial health score, you're going to find out exactly what areas that client needs to treat in order to improve their financial health. So what we've done is we've created monthly subscription plans or financial treatment plans that are a unique combination of both products, services, and technology, backed by a very in-depth research in behavioral economics, a very good understanding as to why individuals make the financial decisions that they make, but they're all designed to help improve an individual's financial health. And so I'm going to show you one or two of those plans now. If you decide to join the business, you'll see, all of the plans, but I'll just give you an example of, one of the plans and kind of how they construct it. So our Freedom Plan. So I mentioned earlier that the financial service industry has become so unbundled. You have a bunch of services that have or that are out there, all designed to, trying to treat one symptom. But what we know is that consumers need all the aspects, everything that they need to manage the day-to-day finances of their life and aspects of their life. They need those knitted together into one holistic bundle service so that they know exactly where to go and exactly how to access those services. So you're looking at our Freedom Plan, for example, which is our highest plan. Our plans range anywhere from on the low end, which is our safety plan, which is $39.99. And the great thing about our plans, they include you and your immediate family, to our Freedom Plan, which is our highest plan. These plans, again, are designed to meet our clients where they are and to service the needs. So it just depends on what needs and what areas of a person's life they want to treat. But they all stem around the same premises of helping them spend better, save more, borrow, and plan. So as an example, they include different components. Our Simplify component is just an example of a financial tool that allows you to have a complete view of your finances by aggregating all of your accounts, checking any financial account that you have. It consolidates it into one view so you can set a budget, you can see where you're spending money, you can make wise decisions. If you need access to a financial counselor, you have questions, you have on-demand access to our Ask Advisory service. We provide you with other services like ID protection to be able to ensure that you're protecting the things that matter, areas that can cause you financial harm. Tax chat, You should have a tax strategy in place, tax planning strategy, incentivized savings programs like my VIP Savings. You have access to our journey component. And what that is, that's an application that's designed to help you manage and overcome some of the coming challenges. It's going to give you that financial education. It's going to walk you through and help you get through every stage of your financial life that you're trying to get to. And also there's other services from a legal standpoint. If our clients need a will, which is important. If you pass away, you need to know where your assets need to go to. But being able to update that in a real-time standpoint and having it in the cloud and knowing exactly where it is for you to leave it to whoever you need to leave to is important. It's smart. And so just depending on the nature of areas that our clients are trying to treat, they have access to different plans that will treat that. Again, I mentioned, these plans are very economical. As low as $2.33 a day. And I often ask people, what would you be losing for $2 a day? What would you be giving up? Not much. Being able to work with a client, and sometimes people ask me, well, Kevin, if someone's already struggling, how can they find, additional, $70 to be able to purchase the plan? How do we work with them in regards to that? And I always explain that to people. There's one or three ways that I address that. One of the ways that I address it is, I tell people, one of the ways that you can do that, right? You can go into business with us. If I'm able to help you make an additional $400 or $500 a month, would you then be able to invest $70 of that money into yourself to help improve the areas of your financial life that will help you spend better, save more, borrow, be in a position to borrow better by improving your credit, and have a plan for the future? Would you do that? And then would you also take that additional money and put into a savings account or one of the other partnerships and connections that we have? And oftentimes the answer is, of course, yes, I would. The other way is, using the tools like we have, like Simplify, we'll be able to take a look at your finances to see where you're spending money. Oftentimes people spend money in areas where they're overspending. They're spending money on things that they don't really need. And this is an excellent opportunity for us to look at the budget, go through it, find things that we don't need in areas where we have our clients that can now find that income without spending any extra to be able to pay for one of the plans. And then finally, and one of my favorite that I like to use as a tax professional, provides a great opportunity for me to take a look at my clients' withholdings. Oftentimes people spend too much money, they're overpaying on their taxes. Something as little as changing their withholdings will give them that extra money to be able to pay for one of the plans, to subsidize themselves, much like a bank. To where they can now, choose one of these plans that will help them get on that path that they need to be on. So how do we work with our clients? Again, we conduct a free financial health check. From that, they'll have a score. From that score, we're going to evaluate it based on their needs, and then we're going to recommend a plan. It's that simple, and that's what we do. And so we've simplified a way of being able to conduct business where, you can really, from wherever your clients are, be able to provide them with a very, very, very valuable asset, and that's taking a look at their financial health score. Now, you can imagine how you're going to get business. You can imagine the referral business that you'll get when people are sending you people, and those people are saying, I want to know what my financial health score is. I want to know ways I can improve my financial health. So it's a very, very valuable tool that we're excited about. So, of course, from a business standpoint, the next question is how do you make money from this? How we're going to make money when there's 3 ways for you to earn money in our business model with our comp plan, and we're excited about it. We call it social commerce because we feel the financial health aspect of it has a very socially impacting theme and tone to it, and so we hope that you see the benefit in it. But the first way is from your personal sales. Just sharing the benefits of UIG, the benefits of financial health, sharing your financial, health checkup and assessment based on the plans, and depending on the number of plans you have, you can earn up to 35% of the memberships. Now, here's the great thing. We mentioned earlier the opportunity for you to move to the right side of the quadrant. This is residual income. So as long as those clients have those plans, you continue to earn. So whether you're working or not, you're still earning. And so again, making that transition to the right side of the quadrant is where we want to be. So that's your personal sales. An example of someone and money that they can make in personal sales. If you take someone that has $1,500 a month in personal sales volume, you would earn 30% of that. And so that person would earn, $450 a month in residual income. And again, as long as those clients have that membership, you continue to earn. So regardless if you're working or not, you earn that. The other way, and one of my favorite, is building a team. And so why do I like building a team as one of the ways? Because it gives you a fast and an exorbitant amount of way for you to increase your income, as well as to move up in the company. The more you're able to teach others to be successful at what you've been successful at, the faster you will grow and the more income that you will make. And so we're all about team building. And so for every membership that your team sells, you're going to earn a bonus from them. All right. It's like opening the business of other business owners, as I like to explain it. So the more they sell, the more income you're going to make, overarching you're going to make, in addition to your personal sales volume. And then the last, but definitely not the least, one of the cornerstones of what we do is leadership. I personally think one of the scarcest resources on the face of this earth is leadership. And so we want to empower you to be able to build other leaders like you. And that's why we reward you with bonuses, trips, prizes, as you continue to build other leaders and move people up your organization. There's a internal reward that you will receive, the feel good of knowing that you're able to groom someone, but there's also a financial reward that goes with that as well. So those are the three ways to earn. Now, how do business owners conduct business? Well, it's simple. We reach out to individuals that are in need. So not just the wealthy, but definitely the underserved. We help clients to understand the fundamentals of basic financial concepts, help them establish their goals, and then create a clear path for them to reach them. You're going to have solid technology, modern technology. You'll be able to operate it from the palm of your hand. Smart marketing, digital marketing, very nice creative tools that's going to allow you to attract clients. They're really going to pay attention to the information that you have out there. We know timing is everything. It has to be the right time for everyone. Now, we feel like it's a perfect time in our industry, right? There's difficult economical times going on. There's a greater demand for the services that we have, and a heightened interest for people to be able to start their own business. Again, to move to that other side of the quadrant where everybody wants to go, where you're not trading your time for money. But is this right for you? Right? Is this right for you? Is something that you really have to take a deep dive and look at yourself and ask yourself, is this an opportunity where you see yourself being able to grow? Is it a good environment? Is the messaging, the tone, is what we're doing, does it have enough social impact, for you to where, like I asked you earlier, if you saw value in this, is this something that you would do? And then, of course, this is your life, this is your business, you operate it your way. So what are you waiting for? If this is a good opportunity, if you think this is a way for you to earn some extra money or something for you to do full time, then and you can see yourself building the future, then we want you to join us. Join our movement. We believe financial health is a right. It's a right for everyone. It's not a privilege that just should be for a few. And with that, we invite you to seize the moment and really join us. And therefore, if so, join us. It's our goal. Our goal is to help 50,000 Americans save $300 million. Yes, $300 million by December the 31st, 2021 at midnight, and we're going to do it. And we hope that you join us. We appreciate you joining us tonight on this webinar this morning. If you have any questions, get back to the person that invites you. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to it.